You can't control the storms, but you can become unshakable in the face of them. Imagine losing everything. Your job, your stability, your routine, friends drift away, your bank account bleeds, and each day begins with a heavy heart. What now? This is where many fall apart. But this is also where the true strength of the Stoic is born. If you've ever faced or are facing a personal or professional crisis, this video is for you. Stay until the end, because today we're going to unveil the formula for Stoic resilience, not just as a philosophy, but as a real survival tool. What's more, I am going to share 3 stories and practical techniques that you can apply today to regain control of your life, even when all seems lost. This isn't just a video, it's a compass for when your life is in ruins. Watch until the end and discover how to transform pain into power. Resilience isn't about ignoring pain. It's about moving through it with courage and clarity. The Stoics didn't preach coldness, but rather the ability to respond to adversity with purpose. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced wars, plagues, and betrayals, and yet he wrote in his diary, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What he did was not run away from the chaos, but trained his mind to endure it without becoming corrupted. Imagine having that clarity in the midst of losing a job or a loved one. That's what we're talking about here. Resilience is knowing what is under your control and becoming master of it. The rest, rational acceptance. A silent but unbreakable power. Let's look at a practical example. Mark, 38, a sales manager, was unexpectedly laid off after 12 years at the same company. His first reaction was panic. Bills, children, self-esteem, in tatters. But Mark had studied Stoicism. Instead of focusing on what he had lost, he wrote for 3 days straight about everything he still had control over. His time, his ability to learn, his network. He used the concept of the dichotomy of control to filter reality. He couldn't change his layoff, but he could decide how he would react. He updated his resume, started running in the morning to stay focused, and within 3 months, he was leading a new team. It wasn't magic, it was Stoic resilience in action. And you can apply this same method now. Family struggles? Let's talk about Anna. A single mother with 3 children, her husband left home without warning. Desperation? But Anna did something unusual. She started writing letters to herself, as if she were Seneca speaking. "You are alive, your children breathe, and as long as there is breath in you, there is power." Every day, she woke up and wrote a new Stoic quote on the mirror. These little daily anchors transformed her mindset. Stoicism didn't take away her debt, but it gave her clarity. She created a strict routine with her children, got 2 freelance jobs, and began living with purpose. Chaos turned into discipline, and discipline turned into power. This is Stoic resilience. Looking into the abyss and saying, "I'm still here." Now, let's talk about something that hurts but needs to be said. When your financial life falls apart, everything seems to fall apart. But the Stoic does not see money as a source of value, but rather virtue. Epictetus, who was born a slave and died as one of the greatest philosophers in history, taught that wealth is not security. What you are cannot be taken away from you. So when a small business owner went bankrupt during the pandemic, he decided to apply a brutal Stoic exercise. Premeditatio malorum, visualizing the worst. He imagined every day that he would lose everything. And so, when bankruptcy came, he was already prepared. With his mind already prepared, he did not cry, he acted. He cut costs, sold his car, moved to another city, and started again. 3 years later, he built a lean business that was more profitable than the previous one. The strength came from mental preparation, not from circumstances. In times of crisis, the natural impulse is to complain, to look for someone to blame, to wallow in fear. The Stoic impulse is different, to breathe, to think, to act, with reason. The crisis is not. The end it is of the test, and the test shapes character. Like iron that becomes a sword, you can forge yourself in adversity. And this is not utopia's practice, it is daily discipline. Stoic philosophy is not for monks in caves, but for you who are facing unemployment, separation, pressure. If you've made it this far, I want to leave you with a mission. Write in the comments what crisis you're facing. Name your chaos, because from the moment we name our pain, we begin to master it. And what's more, share this video with someone who is going through difficulties. Maybe you'll be the breath of courage they need. And if this content made sense to you, subscribe now to the Stoic in Action channel, because every week I bring more tools like this, so you can live with purpose, strength, and clarity. Remember, the crisis may even come, but your mind, that belongs only to you. Be stoic, be unshakable.